are live.
Yay.
I'm still messing with my microphone, but whatever. We're live. I don't care. We're live.
You know, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's always a Frack Paddy Wack show here on a Thursday evening, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's always some technical difficulties happening. It's just a common theme. So, you know, it's consistency. We like to keep it like that with you. Always keep you guessing. And we're always going to, I think we're always going to complain about it. Let's just.
Well, you kind of have to. I mean, if things run smoothly.
Oh, yeah. So,
things just aren't right.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't feel right. But anyways, welcome everybody.
Did anybody notice this?
Nice one.
I did. Thank you.
We're nerding out about all this kind of stuff. Sad stories, obviously. You can kind of see the theme here. Obviously, it's alcohol. But, for me at least. But find us, share us, like us, tweet us. Periscope us, Instagram us, Facebook us, all this other fun stuff. See us on YouTube, watch us chat live, jump in the chats.
Nobody's on Periscope.
I'm not gonna lie.
We're live on Periscope.
Yeah, we are. So
we actually have people watch us too, just so you know.
So and thank you. Hello to the international crowd. At first I thought Periscope was like a porn site. I didn't know it at first. Like many years back when I first heard about it, I'm like,
you got excited. You're like, oh.
No, because people were talking about like, oh yeah, I jumped on Periscope and I did a video. I'm like, what? And I had no idea. That's my innocence there. So
innocence.
Innocent, yeah. Uh-huh.
So all right, so we're gonna take it away for the evening. Wack, please get us started if you don't mind. I gotta get a drink.
Speaking of drink, let me tell you what Patty made. She's gonna tell you.
I'm interested. Go.
So it is
we're in trouble.
Almond milk eggnog with Patron XO and rum chata.
Ooh.
So I'm on my way, and I'm gonna just close my. I'll be right
like
back.
this.
Is right over.
This is like my new holiday drink.
Yeah.
This is it right here. I mean, it's rather expensive to make because almond milk eggnog is not as cheap as the regular
That's
stuff.
Like $10 right there.
Yeah. Then it's Patron
and then Patron XO,
and then rum chata. You know, it's not a cheap drink, but
whatever.
It's delicious.
It's amazing.
Okay. You guys know I love you, but this sounds like some white girl coquito here.
Oh, it's definitely some white girl basic stuff right here.
That's Kevin just white people.
I love that Carlos didn't. Whoops. Drink.
Oh, come on.
I love that Frack didn't change the episode number or anything. So we're live with Leah across the pond. Don't worry.
I know that's a thing. So, part of the technical difficulties. This is why I'm going to jump ahead real quick. I'm going to beat you to this, Frack. This is why the drink of the night is shots.
Shots.
I renamed it. It is now
awesome.
Episode 34. What is?
What is? Thank you. So we'll update it on all the other platforms as well.
What is Swan?
Let's see if when I click play, it pulls the. There we go. I renamed it.
I should do it. So
there we go.
All right. Sure. Yeah.
Cool. So you wanted me to get us started. So anyway, happy Thursday, and I'm
pretty sure this is Friday the 13th.
It's got to be Friday the 13th. So with the time change, Patty and I have we've come to the conclusion that we think all of the time changes have completely just effed everything up, and it's actually already Friday the 13th.
Because today has been one roller coaster of a day. Nothing has gone right.
It started out right.
No, it
started out wonderful.
I bet it did.
It started out really
until the screaming toddler came into our room.
And then the power went out.
Wait, was it
the power went out? And
no.
Oh.
No.
No, that wouldn't have happened. It would have been too sweaty.
All day.
It was seconds before. Damn it, man. Yeah.
Have a kid, they said. It's fun, they said.
So the power flickered, and all of a sudden, and every time the power flickers, the sound machine shuts off.
Home from school today.
Yep, all the kids are home from school today.
Can I make a suggestion? Put a battery backup on that thing, so even when you lose power, it stays on.
Internet, though.
It's actually but not the sound machine. He wouldn't know if the sound machine didn't shut off. He wouldn't notice that the camera. Because he hears that, he hears it beep, and he instantly. So power flickers, instant screaming toddler running across the house.
And I'm pretty sure he hit his head on the way.
Lord knows.
It was a loud thud.
He just So that was awesome. And then and then text message or message from my buddy Hack Coker over at Value Imports. My car has been there leisurely getting worked on whenever we feel like we'll chit chat about it. And he messaged me and says that a branch fell last night right through the back windshield. So those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, you can go see that picture. That's the first one I posted. It's wonderful. It's great. Yeah, it's all smashed. So
by the way, we dropped our comprehensive insurance on that because we don't drive it.
So we dropped comp 2 years ago because it's been sitting for 4 years.
But
and I was
wouldn't that be on his insurance because it's on his property?
I don't know.
I think when it's at a shop, it's their responsibility. I don't know.
So, but yeah, so he said they took the brush out or the
tree.
Gigantic tree out of it and tarped it, and now we just gotta figure that out because we don't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you for not deleting me after my post.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I saw that. I was like,
what? I didn't see it.
Later in the afternoon. Yeah. Later in the afternoon, Tyler dumps Brooke's hot tea all down her back. I'll drink again. Don't worry, because I keep using the name.
Who cares? Who cares right now? It just doesn't matter.
And this is one of the straws that.
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's awesome.
Sorry.
So
I just grabbed it in the dark.
It's all sharp on the edge.
But by the way, as all these things are happening to us too, jump in on chat. What's been happening to you lately? Okay, because we don't want to feel like the only ones here. Like, are we being targeted? Please
and
stop.
And to top it off for those wondering why, like, this is another day in the life. Okay, we're really not stressing that much about this. Is just life. This is what happens. But it's our anniversary, man. Yeah. 9 years married, and this is what we get.
It was supposed to be.
Like, I was supposed to be shopping at Hobby Lobby for Christmas stuff.
We were supposed to go Christmas shopping.
It's the annual, man.
Like, load up on Christmas buying the house.
Did you at least get some nookie?
That was this morning. It got interrupted. That's what
you haven't tried again?
Didn't you hear that earlier? Did you not catch on?
I don't know. Here we are, because we got to do our show. Because we're too stupid to plan ahead and say, hey, why don't we pre-record the night of our anniversary? So here we are. Hi, everybody. We love you. Thank you.
Listen, for future reference, again, when we look back at this, and once we do make it big, okay, you're going to look back and be like, we had dedication to the art. Because we've been here, for Patty's birthday.
Yeah.
We've been here for the day for After Wack's birthday. I've been hurting my liver.
That's your fault.
No, it's hey, this is all for the show, okay? I'm doing this for you people.
For
you people.
What you mean, you people? Anyways, yes, we do actually have a show, but whatever. So
we're still on target.
100%. And so tonight's segments include focus segments. It's something that we decided to throw in because we had mentioned before when we started this show that we wanted to sit down and bring you basically into our living room. The whole point of doing this show was the four of us sit on the couch and talk about life and talk about things and talk about trending topics. Well, in the hustle and bustle of creating this show, we noticed that we do jump around a lot and we have set topics, but we never really dive into things for 10, 15 minutes at a time. So tonight we've got some focus segments coming in there talking about a couple of those new social networks that are trending. We'll touch on the election results and some of the craziness that's going on there. Pfizer's got a vaccine that looks like everybody's ranting and raving about.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then we'll touch on the minimum wage increase that we talked about last week for just a few more minutes. Frack's gonna make a drink.
And the drink, again, is just a bottle of rum that I'm looking at over here. And Chad, jump in. Chad, jump in. No. It's just
he's doing shots tonight.
He's just doing shots of rum.
I'm just doing shots.
Our show's going to be over in 30 minutes.
but I'm letting Chad. No, I'm drinking beer for right now. But I'm gonna let Chad. If you jump in, if you say enough, I will let you all make the decision for me. There's two choices. Either A, I will be drinking a shot every 10 minutes for 1 hour.
That's a terrible idea.
Or every 15 minutes, so 4 shots within the hour. So, chat, I will let you choose. Jump in. I'm leaving this up to you.
Are you gonna go with us tomorrow?
Right? Yeah, you got to work tomorrow? Nope, obviously not.
Not till after. I don't
No
have anything major
client
till after
meetings tomorrow.
Nothing major till after 10:30 tomorrow, so I'm safe, I think.
I'll
So
take
12 o'clock
what
at Rib
is-
House.
Yeah, I'll take what is hammered for 800. All right. So yeah, and then after that, of course, we've got some random life questions. We got trending topics, local and national, plus this week in history. We're actually going to bring back the celebrity focus because, as you can see by our backgrounds, a couple of us, that we're gonna focus on Mr. Alex Trebek for a little bit. Great man, lost, and then we got a couple games, 2 truths and a lie, and the You Decide bracket, which I didn't watch any of the movie trailers for.
I didn't either.
It's okay.
We probably won't get to it, so it's okay. At the rate that we're running right now. So.
I'll be too hammered.
Yeah, totally fine. We'll do that bracket next week. All right, and then of course our niche is a business. Patty, you want to explain the games real quick?
All right. The games are
not scenario.
Yeah, not scenarios. You decide, or what? 2 truths and a lie. I think we're doing this week. If you can't guess the right lie, then you have to drink. And if we're not doing the You Decide. Wait,
nope.
So
if you're wrong, you drink.
Well, I have a You Decide, but
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, if you get the lies wrong, then you have to drink.
Frick, keyword of the night.
We're sticking to our government names because that's what we started with.
Naomi.
And our hashtag for the night is what is or who is Alex Trebek.
All right, and moving on in. So obviously, moving into the focus segments, everybody has seen on the internet that there are a couple new social networks that have popped up. They're not really new, but now they're really taking off in light of a lot of the garbage censorship that Facebook has going on. Everybody remembers back in the day when you first joined Facebook, you could pretty much post anything you wanted. Similar to MySpace and all of the others, you could post anything you wanted, and it was no big deal. If it was offensive, it was offensive because nobody cared. They just kept scrolling. If you tagged your friends in party photos, you could post whatever you want. It was a social network. It's a platform.
Outside of outrageous things like pornography or
right.
Weird things, like that's what E-Bomb's world is for, and 4chan.
But Facebook is a platform. They are not a publisher. They're not a publisher. They are not a news network. They are not Fox, CNN. They're not a news network. They're a platform. It is a place where news and other things and life and networking and all that stuff can be published. And now all of a sudden they think that everything that everybody posts is the news. It's like we're our own news outlets. So
don't get me wrong, some people do treat it like that in my opinion, but it's not. You're right. It's you're posting you guys posting your anniversary stuff. Frick posting about Dunkin' Donuts again. Something like the same stuff.
But now if Frick decides that she's gonna post about Dunkin' Donuts and say that Dunkin' Donuts is the best coffee in the world, there could be next week a fact check is gonna pop up and be like, nope, you're wrong. You're wrong, Frick. Dunkin' Donuts is not.
Russia says.
Survey says.
Actually,
Starbucks is the most loved coffee drink.
Actually, fake news. Their name is Dunkin'.
Yeah.
It is just Dunkin'.
They did
that's right. It. But that's one of the things is that these platforms are now getting to where they think that they need to censor everybody and tell everybody what to think and model whatever the pathway of everything is. And that's not what these platforms were built for.
Right.
So a lot of people are jumping ship and getting fed up and want to go to places where they can say whatever they want and not have to deal with, fact check. And I get it because there's a lot of fake news out there and stuff like that. And there's a lot of stuff, but it's up to you to know that 2 + 2 is 4. And it's up to you to decide that what is truth and what is fact and what you want to believe and what you want to follow. Like, I don't need a network popping up with a little bubble every time somebody tells me something that's like, oh, they're lying. Oh, that's not 100% true. Like, I don't need that. Like, I have a brain. So a lot of people are jumping ship. That MeWe platform 2 + 2 is 4 is one that I saw pop up. Several friends are over on it. I started to create a profile on it just to see what it was, and then it was like,
what is it? I've never heard of it.
I believe Frick said that you get a free tier and then $30 a month.
For MeWe?
Yeah, and then a $30 a month for the advanced features. Yeah.
Why I'm not going to pay to be on a social network.
No, I'm not. Yeah. I don't need a false sense of friendship that much. I'll just text my friends and be like, "Can I send you $1?"
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, and then Parler. Parler's the other one that popped up. Parler. I've got an account.
You can verify yourself by sending in your driver's license.
I did see that. And I definitely did not do it. But yeah, Parler, they bind to a phone number. So I did notice that they bind you to a phone number. So, and they won't take a Google Voice number.
I tried that.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah, I tried that. So I told Patty, don't sign up for hers yet, because of the fact that if we wanted to use an alias page like TBA Marketing or our political instigator page or anything like that we would need to use her phone number. But in the meantime, right now, I mean, I'm on it, and honestly, it's just a bunch of politics. There's actually no social networking going on there. Yeah. It's all politics, and so
there's a really sarcastic guy that I like.
And there's a few, and like I said, and I'm on it. I'm scoping it out, but in the grand scheme of things, I mean, if I wanted to see, politics all day long, I'd just stay on Facebook. Of course, it would be one-sided politics, and Parler is the other side of politics. So that's kind of nice. I can just hop on either network to see what side of politics I'm going to get.
And you know what? It doesn't matter where in the spectrum we stand, or you all may stand, out there in internet land and real world and whatever. But it's the cool thing about these items is that it gets you to think a little bit outside of the box. It's funny how Facebook was never a thing, and now it is. I remember AOL chat rooms.
Yeah, me too. WoW chat rooms. WoW, you got a disc for a WoW, and WoW was kind of
World of Warcraft.
No.
I was gonna say, when did you play, man? How did you not know?
No, it was called WoW. It was a little. Basically, it was just chat rooms.
Does anybody remember Friendster?
Yes.
Briefly.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah. It was pretty much all chat. It wasn't like the newest blow up after that was like MySpace, because you could actually modify. That's one of the only reasons why I learned how to do HTML coding.
Yes. Yep.
Was because of MySpace. I'm like, okay, put my
everybody knew what image source codes were and href tags. It was so great. I loved it. I miss MySpace. I really do. I think MySpace was. Now they got taken over by bots. I wish that they would have put the money into it, but money wasn't backing social media the way that it does now.
Right.
But I do MySpace. I think MySpace really had it going on.
I love the bulletin board. That was so cool.
Yeah. There weren't many features.
Kind of like the wall.
I love that you could deck out your own page and your headers and your backgrounds and make it whatever you wanted. Like, it was cool because everybody got to have their own personality of pages.
Okay, quick question since we're deviating on that real quickly. Frick, did you have a MySpace? Okay, did you ever put like a song that automatically played when you no, you never did that? How about you, Patty?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Baby got back, man. You go to my page.
I didn't even do like the top 5 friend shit. Like, I didn't do it.
Oh, that was a fight.
the anti-social social networker. Yeah. Okay. So if we look at all of these platforms, I mean, obviously Facebook is one of the longest running right now. How long do you think Facebook has left? I had said what, 3 years ago this kind of came up as a topic, and I said I thought maybe it had.
It's already
5 to 10 years.
It's already on the way out with the younger generation,
with TikTok and Snapchat coming along.
Like, Facebook is seen as the older person's social network,
and kind of always was.
Started, you could only use it if you had a college email address.
Right, but even then, it was still like, I remember we took forever to get on, and then everybody's like, it's just a bunch of old people. Oh, okay. But now, at the same time,
it couldn't be because it was.
At the same time, I look at it and say, you got TikTok and Snapchat and stuff like that, which we're not on. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I wonder how long.
Business.
I wonder how long Facebook has left. I think if they keep up with the censorship and the one-sided censorship, I think that it's going to demise them a lot faster. However, they own so many companies that I kind of wonder, will it ever go away? Is it strong enough to kind of last
I think it'll migrate
forever?
into something else.
Yeah, well, they keep buying everybody's ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, I don't know why we have a Instagram posted up here. I should just say Facebook and just say, don't worry about it. Instagram is already automatically part of it because they also have WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So like I said, they're buying these.
WhatsApp as well. So I don't know if Facebook will be around forever or just a couple more years, but I don't know what's next. That's the toughest part.
I would give it another healthy 6 to 8 years. Healthy.
That's what I think too. Yeah.
Because right now, again, we're in what, 2020? Oh, still.
I still like I laugh at people who are like, oh, look at you guys, oh, look at me, I'm on Parler, nobody cares. Like that meme that goes around, it's like nobody cares, and I'm like, that's you posting because you care.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah. So why did you post on your way out? Just go on your way out.
But also at the same time, other people that are just like, whatever.
Well, and how many times do we sign up for all of these social media things, but we never check it until it becomes popular? Like I've had crap for 5-10 years, and it's like, oh, I still remember the password for this shit.
Yeah, it's in my one password.
I remember what was it, years back? My sister showed me a website. It was called a LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, exactly. But I called it LinkedIn. I'm like, what the hell's a LinkedIn?
And
and now that's one of my professional sites that I use a lot for, interviews that I set up and clients, etc. So so it's like Frick said just right now, it's not important until it becomes important. Like Zoom, nobody knew what Zoom was until Zoom was. Now, if I say the word Zoom, nobody's thinking of the Mazda commercial.
Right.
Sure.
So,
but like I was using Google Hangouts, and that never caught off or jumped off, and it came straight to Zoom.
I was on Google Plus for a while. I thought Google Plus was pretty cool.
Eventually, it was going to take off. I knew it was slow, and it never really did anything. But
it had its own hub of.
I figured Google, here's a company that has unlimited money to put behind their social network, and
they just never did.
Decided to call it quits.
Yeah.
So jump in on chat. Let us know. I mean, I know some people are mentioning, keeping up with family, and that's great reasons. But you can do also a text message.
One of the main reasons. I mean, other than work.
Yeah, and that's one of the. And besides work, and I had a client friend of ours today, Jessica JPE, and she called today, and she was like, "Hey, I want to, I definitely want to get building out my website. What do you think about leaving Facebook? Is my business and moving more toward driving traffic to my website. So you still got to have a place to drive traffic to your website. And right now, Facebook, for her niche of business, is the easiest way.
There's so many cleaning companies, you have to.
Well, and her clientele is off Facebook.
100%. And I told her, I was like, you have a group, our BNI group, you have a group of people that can tag your business. And yes, you want to drive them to the website. I said, we'll build out the website to make it work for you so you don't waste all your time in your messenger box answering stupid questions. However, now is not the time to leave Facebook. Keep going. You're running ads at $10 and reaching 1,000 people, for $10 is a big deal. And you could reach, you can reach 1,000 people for $1 depending on how you target your stuff. But businesses do not bail on Facebook yet. Now is not the time. It's still there. So
move along to our next one.
Yep.
$15 an hour.
Yeah, $15 an hour. So
okay. Quick caveat to this. We're talking about for this specifically, state of Florida. This I think it was Amendment 2. Was it?
Amendment 2.
Yeah. So where it decided to drive.
Which we now know, Floridians must have gotten confused with the constitutional.
Yeah. Did
the Second Amendment.
Did people not freaking read this thing?
It's Florida. They're like, no, you're not taking my guns.
Yeah. They're probably just yes or no on Amendment 2. And they're like, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm keeping my guns.
That's all I could think.
I own a bunch of guns, so that's my voice, too. It's not.
Everyone we talk to is no one is happy about this $15
I know 3 people that voted for it. I unfriended 2 of them.
Oh, I didn't.
Do I need to unfriend them? Do I have them as friends?
I didn't know people actually admitted to voting yes on that.
And Bobby Quinn actually wants to come on and I'd love to have him on to have a conversation about it, because he said he had some very, very good arguments in why he voted for it.
I was reading those.
And I'd like to have him on, but then that pushes us into doing another segment about this. So
is he free now?
Yeah, I'd probably. But yeah, he had some good reasoning for it, and I get it, but it doesn't work for all businesses, and I don't know that it works for the majority of
small businesses.
It doesn't work for small businesses.
And I know it's like 26
small businesses,
26 employees or less or more, 26 employees or more.
That's a good thing, that it's 26 employees or more. It's not.
But is that going to push more small businesses into like, what's that, 1099 their employees?
I just had this conversation with Kevin tonight.
Yeah, it would mean, I would think.
Then they're losing out if you had a group healthcare, if you need to prove your income for anything. Like a lot of people get 1099, they're making a small amount of money. They're making a small amount of money.
We were talking with a friend at Bowling last night, and she had basically said their company, they had it set that they would get to this set number of people, and that became an office, and they opened an office. Then they started the next branch, and they got to this number of people, and they opened another office, and they just stayed below that radar to make sure that they didn't get to. Now, in the grand scheme of things, they are 100, 200, 300, 500 person company, but everybody has their own little branch offices of 25, and it doesn't get any bigger than that.
And creating basically a big shell company and then subsidiaries, which are their own entities essentially, so it can be treated as such. So if you're going to do that, do it legally, do it correct, find a proper 100%. Accountant. Always keep it legit. There's loopholes, there's things you can do.
It was you, right? You have to keep it under 26 employees. Yeah, I think it was you.
Yeah, that's what Patty had found. So I personally, I understand how it will help the poverty level. I get that. I don't.
Sorry, real quick before we go into that, we should maybe explain first. We should maybe first explain what it actually is, what they were trying to propose. So
so what it is they're proposing that 26 or more, this starting in, I believe, January or maybe April. I'm not sure which way. I think it's January, or is it October? Will be at $10 an hour, and then it's $1 an hour increase every year until 2026, which will which puts it at $15 an hour. From there, they're going to look at it again and see where things.
They said they're going to tie it to inflation after.
Yeah. So, as always, I don't
understand why they don't.
The dollar menu is going to a $5 menu.
$5, that's a huge increase from what we're already at. Why don't we say raise it $2 and then tie it to inflation? Like $5 an hour for raising minimum wage. $5 an hour is super drastic.
Yep. And on top of that too, it's looking at the factors of. I get it; it's going to help, but
what about other gallon of milk is going to be now $10?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so not only that, because I mean, if inflation is going to affect, and the average rate of inflation over the last 40 years on average has been about 3.28%. I've looked at it. And but also here's the thing we got to think about. So then that means, and please, it's not to be mean, but it's going to be the medial jobs. It is going to be the person working at a dollar store. It's working at a cashier starting position kind of things.
Well, and it's your dishwashers. And
exactly. Yeah. So I completely get it, but then that's not going to be happening then for the individuals like firefighters, teachers. That's not happening for professionals. Now I get it. Yeah, you're working for a degree. You're working hard for it. You become a lawyer, doctor, engineer. I get that, but why are we setting mediocrity as the okay level?
Right.
And again, don't get me wrong. I'm not against helping people out. That's not what I'm about. I work in finance. My goal is to help people with money.
Right.
But at the same time, though, these jobs were called, beginner jobs. They were calling starting jobs for a certain purpose and reason. And again, I'm sure, what's his Bobby? What's the guy talking about?
Bobby.
I'm sure that part of the argument is saying, you're right, but maybe some people cannot get out of that because maybe they've had, problems with the law. So it's hard for them to find better jobs or locations and gentrification that happens. And I understand those. I understand those things. But at the same time, though, there are things you can do. I know people who are Weldon Long, I believe is his name. I read a book from him, and he was a felon. He ended up starting his own company, and guy's a multimillionaire. Doing HVAC and working with things like that. So great book. It's called Persistency. Wait, no, the power of consistency. Power for
yeah. That
I'll double check that. But anyways, that's the thing. So there's options. These things you can do. I get it. There's factors. Life sometimes hands you a crappy card, deck, and you got to work with that. But then what do you do?
Branch through your car.
I still want to make the comment that I made but I'm going to be nice about it.
But yeah, no. And here's the thing: is that as businesses have to pay out more, they're either going to cut back the hours of the people that they're giving hours to, or automation is going to start to come in. So your kiosks, there ain't nobody. I'm sorry, but McDonald's, Burger King, all of the fast food places on the inside, you are going to go up to a touch screen and order your food in the next 3 to 5 years.
They're not. That's just the app on your phone.
Yep, that is 100% where that is going. Those jobs are going to be gone.
The only place you're going to see a human is at Chick-fil-A.
Right. But so those jobs are going to go away and move toward automation jobs. This is where people need to start furthering their education to go and try and get those jobs, the ones that are fixing the machines and programming the machines and this and that and the other thing. But like I said, the dollar menu is going to be the $5 menu. Your $4 gallon of milk is going to go up to 10. It's just that is the way that all goes. You can look over at California, you can look at New York, and you can see where all of their pricing is. And all of their pricing is way sky high because they are starting to set this minimum wage at an area that...
Yeah, if you look at the other states that have it, it's like California, New York, like bigger states that have an extremely high cost of living. Is that what we want for Florida? Like, not what I want.
Yeah, people commute to retire for a reason.
My dad pays his cooks really well.
And a lot of people retire and come to Florida. So you're living on a fixed income already. And now the cost of living is going to be too high.
Yeah, Social Security isn't going to get $1 increase or whatever the heck it is.
Right.
They're still going to be...
Yeah, I think last year Social Security went up like $12.
I'm just...
No, exactly. But what you're saying is correct. I'm with you.
But yeah, my dad had mentioned he pays the cooks pretty decent. The new guys come in and they make less than the veterans and the closing cooks and whatnot because that is the way that it is. But he's like, my cooks that are at $15 an hour, now they got to go to 20. You got to go to 20 and $25. He's like, they have to move up. They're not going to make the same money that the new guy comes in and makes.
So that was my conversation with him. In most companies, they're still going to hire those people at the $15 an hour, but not take the people with tenure and give them that dollar also. So a lot of times you'll find the people with tenure that quit to go get a job somewhere else so they get that higher pay rate.
Yep. And that's one of the biggest things. And, and like my dad already said, he's like, I already have to raise prices. And that's, if you know my dad, there's one thing that he hates to do is to ever raise prices, ever. Like every 5 years, I'm like, Dad, come on, man.
Probably not have $1.50 beers in 2020.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm thankful for them.
I'm thankful for it too. But yeah, so I don't know how this amendment passed, but it did. And I'm sad for the mom and pop businesses that aren't going to be able to make it.
Yeah, definitely going to affect that. So, well, let's keep moving forward then, shall we?
Yep. Chugging forward on to the next topic, talking about the Pfizer vaccine.
All right. So Pfizer, it's not just about hard-ons anymore. That's all people knew them for was Viagra.
Is that the side effect that we don't yet know about?
I get a shot, but I got a stiff neck.
We are talking about shots of COVID vaccine.
I totally took that as rum.
No,
the shots don't start just yet.
Apparently, in the clinical trials, this thing has 90% efficacy.
Efficacy.
Yeah, whatever. That word.
Efficiency.
Efficiency.
Same thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, it does a good job protecting. And it says the people who did get, even the 10% who did catch COVID with the vaccine, their symptoms were less severe and they recovered quicker. So, I mean, it's great in theory, but obviously there's no long-term studies on this because it's brand new.
One of the countries, I think it might have been Brazil, somebody had a vaccine that they were pushing basically, and then they just stopped it. They were starting to distribute it and they stopped it because all of a sudden some side effects started coming about and research started showing that like, hey, this is going to produce some side effects.
Yeah. And
yeah, because like what about birth defects?
Yeah.
And like you don't know how it affects babies.
I saw another study which has nothing to do with the actual vaccine, but it was saying that males who catch COVID might have a harder time reproducing.
I mean, for some people it's a blessing. So let's.
So I see a lot of people like, I'm going to get some COVID.
Shooting blanks.
Sorry.
Damn.
The woman's like, I ain't doing birth control. He's like, I'm going to get COVID.
Cough on me.
Yeah. So vaccine comes out. Frick, you getting it?
Oh.
Frack?
I don't even get flu shots.
No, me neither. Frack?
Yeah. No, me neither. I do want to touch on something real quick that you brought up here.
Where is it?
Right there on the screen. I went back to 2 monitors, by the way. I'm not going to do this 1 monitor crap again. So, but and sorry to cut you guys off. I probably know your answers as well. That's going to be a no for Patty either.
100%.
You guys. But going to the next, bullet point here is that, becoming a requirement for travel, that I could probably see, because when you go to somewhere, like some countries like Africa, perhaps, where you got to get inoculated and stuff, well, it's for a purpose and reason. It's more prevalent there. Now, don't get me wrong. This has affected a lot of different countries. So if you're going somewhere that's been a hotspot, if you go to the US, China, Spain, Italy, Greece, maybe, yeah. I haven't really heard of too many cases out in Yemen or in Albania. Maybe there are. I don't know. I haven't looked.
Right. Yeah.
But maybe it's something like that.
Australia and New Zealand, they have done a really good job at keeping it under control. So would they make people coming from outside countries get the vaccine so they don't bring it in?
I wouldn't see a reason not to do that, because if you're trying to control it somehow. But again, then that says, well, then I'm not going to go to Australia.
I can totally see.
Or maybe not
I
that.
can see from a
global,
global, like running a country, like you want to do what's best for your country and you don't want foreigners coming in bringing this virus with them. So, or
do they just leave it as a test? When the testing gets to where it's not false positives and it is, and the tests are 100%.
I think also we should be improving the quality of our tests, because they're not good.
Yeah,
we've done it all. I mean, you have some of these clinical tests.
We know people who have had it and have gotten tested, and it comes back negative, and then symptoms get severe. They go back and get tested. Oh yeah, they have it. Like they had it before when they were having symptoms. They just weren't as bad. Like,
ask a really stupid question. Y'all can't yell at me. Why don't they just figure out where the hell it came from and stop it?
Came from China.
I understand that, but was it a donkey butt, or you know what I mean? Like,
no, it came out of a lab.
Well,
yeah. So people are saying a lab. People are saying it was from the bats or X, Y, and Z, and that's been one of the issues why finding the source, and it's trying to find patient zero kind of thing.
Exactly.
And whether it was a lab,
I haven't figured that out yet.
No, here's the reason why. It's because it came out of China.
And they're not going to give anything away. They're not going to.
If you know anything about China, nothing negative is allowed out of their country, or they will kill the person that says it.
Then they kill the problem.
Yeah. No, but they
that's
they
not
block.
The problem.
I know. I was being funny.
They block all social media. They block all media. It is a state-controlled everything. So nothing negative.
It is a true communist socialist country.
Yeah, it came out of Wuhan, China, out of a lab, and we won't go any further into
the only thing, okay, I'm sorry, and as maybe any other musicians out there can relate, but I feel bad for Wuhan because they make some great chinas cymbals, and I'm like I haven't heard Wuhan in a long time. I'm hearing it too much. It's not for the right reasons, man. But hopefully their sales go up. Anyways,
I did see an article pop up today that was talking about Ticketmaster or Live Nation or something possibly requiring you to have a vaccine. You have to show your vaccine card in order to attend a concert. And it's something they're talking about. It's not anything. Yeah, it's not anything that
I don't like concerts that much.
But most
you might get me for a trip.
How would you feel if your child came home
one of those
and was
once in a
vaccinated?
lifetime trips? If we were gonna go to Greece or
that shit
somewhere.
don't happen unless I say so.
They were doing that, and I don't remember where it was. I don't remember when it was, but kids were coming home with a flu shot.
You touch my kid, I'll kill you.
I'm just because the kids aren't going to tell their teacher no. Most kids won't.
Yeah. You get smart ass kids, and we know who those are.
Yeah.
So.
Nope. So, anyways, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Moving on.
I would be more apt to get it if I were going to take a huge trip. If we wanted to go to Greece and Italy and just
that I get it.
Go on the once in a lifetime trip, and we're older, so it's not like we're trying to reproduce or whatever long-term side effects this thing might have. You might get me to do it for a big deal, like something like that. But to go to a concert, sorry, I ain't doing it.
Yeah. I ain't going.
Ain't going to the concert.
and that's where you know the difference. How big of a deal is it? It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, what if your pee fell off?
Oh no, God, no! That's too sad.
Then I wouldn't even travel. I mean, I don't have a.
But still,
what is my purpose of living?
But
I'm not letting his pee fall off. So.
And Brooke gets divorced. Oh, dang it! I say your name.
Can we sew it back on? How does that work?
Can we put a better
if John,
one?
if that's a burn. Damn.
No, it's not.
It don't get any better.
Jeez. All right. All I was gonna say is that if John Bobbitt can do it, anybody else can.
Listen, bitches. There's a reason we've been together 17 years.
I thought it was love. Yeah.
Because I'm a short man.
All right,
moving on.
So, Frick, you want to jump in on this one since you're the tech person?
Nope. Know nothing about it.
All right. So
okay. I thought that was
here it is. We're gonna do just 10 minutes talking about Dominion election software. Democracy Suite is what the software system is used in the majority of the swing states, which are all under recount right now or heading that way. So when we are talking about election results, of course, things have gotten incredibly hairy.
He's the bigger political person than I am, but he has been watching and reading and researching, and I have just picked up on some of it. And when I have listened to the things that are actual facts, not oh, well, this could happen, or things that have actually happened, it literally made me sick to my stomach hearing what's going on. And
that our elections could be any sort of fraudulent is what makes me nauseous.
Yes, because this is land of the free.
This is what America was built on, is being able to vote for the candidates. And
that's what makes America different, and that's what makes America so great.
Where our votes actually count.
Yeah.
Right.
And but then as it comes out, dead people's votes are still counting.
Oh, yeah,
because they haven't cleaned up the voter rolls in Lord knows how long.
Glitch. I mean, is it really a glitch, or is it something that was put into the software as a man-made
algorithm glitch? Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, real quick.
Changing votes, literally changing votes.
Sorry, real quick. I heard, and this is not the U.S. at all, but I forget where it was. That's somewhere in Europe, but apparently the remains of Count Dracula won the vote for a mayor in a town.
Yes.
So I'm going I mean, at least he's a count.
Not only are dead people voting, dead people are winning.
I know.
Well, I like this.
That happened like years back in Louisiana too, where they said like either we choose this person or the dead guy, and people knew the person was dead. It wasn't like a mistake. They knew this person was dead.
They wrote in the dead guy.
And I said that dead person won. And I'm like, how bad do you have to be a politician where they'd rather vote knowingly for a dead person?
Why didn't anybody fund?
Wait, isn't that what we just did?
We've been doing that for years. Let's be honest.
No,
I don't think nobody's.
I mean, if you ask Siri how old the president is, she's 56.
Yeah.
He's what?
Yeah, Siri had a little hiccup.
Ask Siri how old the president is. She's 50.
She, the pronoun
Kamala
she.
Harris is 56 years old.
Hold on, let me see. Hey Siri, how old is the president?
I think it's fixed now.
Is it fixed now?
Mm-hmm. Donald Trump is 74 years old.
Okay.
You had a glitch.
3 days ago. This was trending.
Yeah.
3 days ago.
I didn't even do it. It was a thing on Facebook. People were sharing the screenshots.
Kamala Harris is 56 years old.
Like people are putting up the whole.
Good job, Apple. So,
we all know Apple leans.
Anyways, but anyways, I've been doing a lot of research, and it's not. Yes, I do support our president. Yes, I did vote for our president, but that doesn't matter. What matters is the election being fair and not fraudulent, not counting dead people's votes, following all of the laws that were set forth by the state.
Because it's not dead people's votes. Someone alive is actually using.
Yeah, and it happened in 2008. It happened in 2012.
Yes, and
yes. Actually, I take it back. I'm sorry. It's been happening almost every single election for the last 20 elections.
And this isn't a new thing. It isn't like, oh yeah, this is so shocking. Like nothing's been done about it. Why is nothing being done about it?
And no system is perfect. We understand
now they're finding glitches in the software.
And now,
how many glitches in the software how long has this been going on? Have any of our elections actually been real? How long have they been using this software?
So in California, a Republican, I believe it was senator, maybe not a senator, but somebody running for a seat in one of their elections, went to bed, had conceded the election, went to bed because he had lost by so many, woke up in the morning to a phone call saying that the software had glitched, and he won. Same thing happened same thing, I believe.
And it's not, just on one line of the ballot that has a glitch. It's the whole ballot. Yeah. So
same thing happened.
He got Steve Harvey?
Yeah, he did. Same thing happened, I believe, in Wisconsin and another one in New York. It's happening in all of the swing states. So now they're going back and looking.
So what makes it a swing state? What does that mean?
They control a lot of the votes.
They have a lot of they're pretty split on their Republicans and Democrats. So it's pretty much
go either way. So it's swing.
Yeah, whoever wins the state, it's a big deal.
Okay.
So in Florida, we're a swing state because it's pretty split down the middle of Republicans and Democrats. It's about 50-50 on each side. So
and also we hold 29 electoral votes versus like somewhere like Arkansas, which only holds 6 electoral votes.
Yeah. So they're now looking into all of that stuff, and I was looking at a thing by a doctor, an MIT scientist. I watched a 40 minutes of an hour long thing today. And it was very long, but it was very boring. And it was very boring because it's all statistics. It's all line graphs and showing the statistics of.
I mean, statistics.
That what is basically showing that what was happening is too perfect for
it to be random.
For it to be random to have happened, like a random 90,000 ballots come in when one candidate was losing by 88,000, and those 90,000 ballots had one person's name on it and nobody else on the card was voted in. I'm sorry, but 90% of people vote party line. They roll the party line.
So what happens now? They go and hand check these, or
now they got to go back and pull them all, make sure that they're lined up. Depending on the state's rules, they'll go back and check and make sure that all the ballots are legal, that they're to a registered person, that the person.
How would I do that?
person's signature matches. I have.
Okay.
Well, first you gotta check and see if the person's alive.
Yeah, it's an ongoing, never.
And then you gotta see that it was put in correctly. Check the birth date, check the signature.
If it comes down, which and we can, and
I really hope that whether it changes the selection or not, I hope it brings reform to our voting system.
That's my biggest.
That's all I care about.
I care who wins, but I care less. I care less about who wins
what makes
versus our election being not fraud.
50%. It's generally the election is close. I mean, I can't remember the last time there was a landslide of a winner. Like the elections are close, and 50% of the people are going to be happy, and 50% are going to be bummed out that their candidate didn't win. But you know what? Like in all actuality, it doesn't make a big difference in your everyday life.
Yeah.
So
they're figureheads.
Right. What America was built on is that we all have a voice and that we can all be heard through our voting system.
Right.
So I'm just hoping that the voting system gets reformed, and then there's a way to make sure that it's all done correctly.
And before we move on here for a second, the funny thing is that these recounts tend to happen a lot, always in a swing state.
Yep.
Because the famous one that most people don't know is from Florida, the Florida recount, which was Al Gore and George Bush Jr. So and that was back in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And they were using the hole punch crap.
Yeah. God, I mean, and that was 20 years ago. Think of that.
We old.
Yeah. So, but anyways, that's what people know the recounts for, So it's not Florida this time.
No, and that's
all I'm excited about.
And I've been very quiet. I post a lot of memes, but I don't really post a lot of them to my page. I've been staying off of Facebook a lot, just getting on to run ads and run my business, because that's what I need to focus on, is running my company, and growing my company and growing our clients. So that has been my focus, but I am doing a lot of research in my spare time, just because I want to be educated on all of it. I don't sit and watch. He
basically puts this stuff on in the background.
And we don't watch.
And like late night, he'll fall asleep.
We don't watch mainstream news. We don't watch mainstream news networks because they're so sided. They're so bought and paid for. I don't need all that garbage. Yeah. So I do a lot of independent research and stuff like that.
I try to find neutral sources because I want to hear the good and the bad from both sides. And most people who have heard me talk, at least, understand that. And funny enough, I was hanging out with one of my friends, Eddie, and with him and his wife, and we're watching actually when they were going through, I think, the vice president, when they were talking the first time around, and he heard me when I was talking regarding, because we were having conversation as that was happening. And he looked at me and he says, "Man, you truly are a person in the middle, aren't you?" I'm like, because I see the good and the bad on both things. I'm not gonna, and that's me. And if you are, great. If you're not, great. That's the beautiful thing. We get to make that choice for ourselves. So, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna move us forward here.
Of course.
Patty, if you want to take over the random life question, so let's bring it up to something a little more lively. So,
all right.
Not so hardcore.
This is our
wait.
About random life questions where we get to know each other a little bit better. And Frick, why don't you start us off with your question?
Okay. You could be having the best day of your life. What is the one thing that could happen that would completely piss you off and ruin your day?
Power flickers.
Not a tree going through your back window?
No, that you can deal with insurances. That, the other thing, you can't. No, it's just no redos.
Nope. Yeah. I would have to say it would be Wack or our little dude getting mad or being upset at something because a client, any material thing obviously can be fixed or rectified, but when someone else that you care for and you love is having a bad day or something bad has happened to them, and a lot of the times there's nothing you can do because it's just a bad mood or whatever, like then it'll completely throw your day off track as well. So that's what I'm doing.
And I hope some of you individuals can relate with me to this. And this applies, I think, to anybody, whether you're single, married, in between, don't know what you are. You know, when you come home late at night, you've been having a fun time, and you're like, man, I'm looking forward to that leftover food.
And your roommates ate it.
Oh. I can't even finish the sentence. I'm just.
Or it's spoiled.
I know, yeah, too. It's like, I was gonna eat that. It sounded so good.
Like you forgot to put the lid on all the way.
Or leaving your leftovers in your car.
That will make me so mad because it's obviously something you went out and spent money on.
And you're like, I'm not just leaving that.
Yeah, you like box it up and brought it home, and you're all excited to eat it. And you're like,
next morning you're like,
it's been sitting in the car for 4 hours. I don't know
if you guys do this, but I do. I almost every time we go out to eat, I tend to half eat. I eat
just so you can have a little
half my
leftovers.
food and bring the other half home is tomorrow's lunch or a later snack. I always, depending on where
your food was in the car.
Because you mentioned the half thing, and I was at Winners today. And I had the club sandwich, and I only ate half. I'm like, oh, did I leave it in the car just now? Like, no, I remember I brought it. Oh my god, I seriously just got scared.
It's impossible to eat the whole club.
You can't eat that whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no. The first time I did, after I was just like, that was a mistake.
Yeah, that's like eat the whole sandwich.
It was. I haven't had a club sandwich that big in forever, and that was the first time I had it. I'm like, yeah, trust me, I fell in love with that club sandwich. But when I came back after, I'm like, it was 3:30. I remember that first time I had it. I'm going like, I need a nap.
All right, Sunday, cool.
All right, but anyway, no, but seriously, I just seriously freaked out because I remembered. I'm like, oh my god, did I leave it in the car? Oh my god. Okay.
What ruined your day? I mean, other than
there's no, and I don't. Not much can really ruin the day. Like you said, it sucks, being in a bad mood or anything like that. It's like random client emergencies kind of drive me nuts.
Their emergency, not a real emergency. Yeah,
their emergency.
Like they are the most important thing that ever existed.
I need you to drop what you're doing right now and knock this out real fast. I'm like,
okay, I'll drop my pants. Got it.
Like,
How about, can you?
I need you to call me back right now.
Okay, listen, even for my clients,
I'm not your wife or your husband. No.
And even then, I couldn't imagine Patty going like, "Hey, you need to do this now."
I'm like, you need to jump online and hit that schedule button. Book yourself a slot.
Like, how many days has this been done, and now you're telling me about it? Like, really?
True.
I'm hearing some specific scenarios here. By the way, chat room, what issues have you ever ran into like that? Just curious.
Thankfully, because we host the majority of our clients' websites, I never have to worry about a down website. That is one thing, because we used to, back before, basically when we were working for somebody else, their hosting panel sucked. And they had like 10 or 15 people, and people were constantly calling, going, well, my website's down. And I'm like,
if your website's down, that means like 5 other people's websites are down.
So now that we host 99.9%
and do it properly.
That we don't have to. I don't worry about malware infected sites. I don't worry about this and that. Like, whatever. Go ahead, Frack. What you got?
All right, so I mentioned this earlier, but so you come home after a night of good fun, and you're feeling pretty good, and sometimes you want that late snack. So what is your late night go-to snack or meal or something? What's that?
It's not vagina. I'll tell you that.
God, I can't pay you enough for the therapy.
Yeah, you really can't. You really can't. Give her some Patron and it's all over.
Well, I'm going to take the shots early.
Hickory Farms turkey stick. We buy
I was going to say like cheese and crackers.
We buy this absolutely awesome whiskey barrel cheese from Publix. And then I like the Ritz garden vegetable crackers. So
I got to go with gluten-free crackers. not the same.
Turkey stick, cheese, and crackers. that is our go-to. If not, sometimes it's queso. We haven't done queso in a long time, just because we always wake up in the morning like our belly hurts.
Sometimes blue cheese chips.
Or blue cheese chips. So yeah, chips.
You guys have ever
chips and
been
crackers and chips.
Texas, not Texas Roadhouse, but Texas Cattle Company.
And had the blue cheese chips.
They have an appetizer of homemade potato chips with blue cheese dressing, like drizzled, and then blue cheese crumbles sprinkled on top. Well, we have recreated this at home, and it's delicious.
Don't worry, they're not. They're talking to each other.
I know.
I'm here. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Tony.
We're over here having our own conversation.
No,
blue cheese crackers from Texas Cattle Company. I heard you.
Well, Buddha.
What's your snack?
Snacks.
Frick?
So, I love ice cream, but if I've been out or whatever, I like pretzels or crackers and hummus.
Fancy.
Bougie.
Have you had Oh Dang hummus yet?
What's that?
I don't know. It was on Shark Tank.
Oh.
Guy in Orlando that went to UCF. Apparently, it's Oh Dang good.
Well, then I'm going to Orlando this week, and I'll go grab some.
Well, oh dang.
What you got, Frack? What's the food?
Well, for me, it's any leftovers I can warm up quickly. So as long as I find them and they're edible.
Noodles.
No.
Pasta.
Oh God, no. I okay. When I was living the more single
like,
apartment life, yeah, no. I remember what I would do is I'll grab a big Tupperware, fill it up with like 2 packets of ramen noodles, grab a can of mixed vegetables, throw them in, put some hot sauce in, big giant soup, and I'd be sitting there just.
Listen, I'd love you to go back to ramen noodles because instead you're like, she got like $7 rice cakes with. By the time she's done with them, it's a $7 rice cake because then it's got like dried fruit all over the top of it, sprinkled with some honey. Yes. Like it's a $7 rice cake.
And you can tell it tastes really great because of the MSG.
No MSG.
So Carlos, were your roommates like?
Whoa! Hey, come on! What's up with the names?
Oh my bad.
Wait.
And no, I didn't learn how to do it because of prison or felons. No, I taught myself drunkenly.
Yeah, there's no quick and easy gluten-free noodles. Like you seriously have to boil the water and go through all the process.
Yep.
All right, so
Alrighty.
We're on you.
So, if right at this moment, if you won free airline tickets to travel anywhere in the world, but you had to use them by the end of this year, where are you going, or are you choosing to stay home?
All right, let me go to Google and go states that are not locked down. All right.
So we're talking like
anywhere in the world. I mean, you can still choose to go United States.
And we're talking like still in during this COVID scenario.
In the COVID, all the crap that's not ideal. You have to use your tickets by the end of the year.
I'm going to Dubai and I don't care.
Yeah, you don't get free spending. You don't get free hotel, lodging.
Just free trip.
Just the ticket.
All right.
Do you choose not to go anywhere? Do you stay United States? Do you go somewhere you've always wanted to go?
Good gosh. I mean, because we're using, pandemic scenario here. So we're actually like talking real life. So that killing it for me.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was saying. I was like, it's not just free airline tickets because that's just too easy.
Yeah, it's free airline tickets
it's not a whole, and, some of us might bite the bullet and say, well, I'm going to go to Italy because it's a whole vacation. Like you get the lodging and the spending cash and airline tickets. No, you have to pay for all the other stuff, just the airline tickets, which is normally pretty expensive. Iceland?
I'd say Iceland.
Yeah. Northern
Because it's cold and the virus can't spread?
No,
it actually does better in colder temperatures.
Yeah. But if you're going to do that, at least enjoy the view, right?
Yeah, the Northern Lights are going on. Yeah,
the hot springs where you can walk into and you like swim in while you're watching while you're outside and things like that. I've seen the videos for those things, and I have my friend Cynthia. She's up in Chi-Town, and she's been there before, and oh my gosh, the picture she's shown me, and she's made friends out there too. So I had to go visit there. I was so enamored by it.
I would love to go Iceland or somewhere where you can see the lights. But yeah.
Alaska.
I think you can go to Alaska. Come on. How about you, Frick? Oh, no, so you said Dubai. I'm sorry, right?
Yep.
All right. So Wack, are you still saying Alaska? You get a cruise there. Come on.
No.
No, he's saying to see the northern lights, he'd go to Alaska.
Oh. They had free tickets, so hey, why not?
Yeah. So my dream trip would always I've spit it out.
Having a drink.
I want to go to Italy, and
I don't want to go right now.
but I don't.
If she goes to Pfizer,
this is a real world situation. I would not go to Italy right now. I think I have also always wanted to go to Australia, and it is their summertime right now. So I think I would choose to go there since the virus is low.
Wait, Austria or Australia?
Australia.
Okay, sorry.
The kangaroos and wallabies.
I heard Austria.
Now, if we had to stay in the United States, I think we all know that I want to go to Colorado. But if I got free airline tickets, that is the most expensive part of most travels. So
why wouldn't you choose Oregon? We just talked about this last week.
Because she doesn't do drugs.
I don't want to do drugs.
She'll learn how to.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Greece in terms of the virus, but I'd really love to go to Greece. I think that would be absolutely amazing to go just check out. There's so much sightseeing to do there. I think that would be something cool to go do.
Oh, show.
And what's your question, guy? You didn't
All right, so my question, yeah, I knew I'd end up making it on the fly because I didn't know if we were moving this segment or not. In the grand scheme of Tuesday when I was moving everything around. But Frick had already had her stuff filled in, and I was like, wow, shit. So what is one thing that you absolutely want to do this holiday season?
Not get sick?
Someplace that you want to go, some sort of type of Christmas experience that you want to do.
We just talked travel right now, so
yep, just something that you definitely want to do, whether it's some time with family, going someplace and doing something, or anything you're looking forward to.
I believe most people have already spent enough time with family recently. So
maybe family that you haven't seen.
Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. More specific. Other people are just like, get out of the house for God's sake.
I want to stay in this house.
So I don't like Christmas, so we make a big deal out of Thanksgiving. So I not only have Elite Catering bring us food, but I also have Publix bringing us food. So I've got like white people. It's great. But I do have family coming down from Michigan, which is great for me because they're not family, but they're like, y'all, it's family.
Yep.
So we like Thanksgiving.
Very cool. Very cool.
Oh, and Visty. I get to do Visty. 85 meals this year.
Very cool.
What?
We deliver 85 meals to the elderly.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were making words up. I'm sorry.
Sure.
I didn't know what Visty was. What's a Visty?
Volunteers in service to the elderly. Every Thanksgiving they
package
Thanksgiving meals and deliver them.
You're assuming that I know this automatically. I'm just like Visty.
I've been talking about it for 10 years.
Oh.
Sorry.
I don't pay attention, I guess.
I guess.
We know.
Love you. Sorry, elderly. I guess you're not getting meals from me. Oops. So, I don't know.
So the one thing that I've always really wanted to do, we can't do in Florida.
So no, you got to pick something that you're gonna do.
I know. I want to.
Okay.
But no. Mine's gonna take a second. Go ahead.
I'll drink while you guys figure out who's gonna talk.
So, we have decided, or Alcock side of the family, the local Florida-based Alcock side of the family, has decided that we are going to do our Christmas a little early this year, just so everyone can participate together. Because
good, you did.
We live in different cities, but we all do live in Florida, so
Even the sister?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alcock family.
Alcock.
Oh.
Alcock.
Okay. Where's I going?
What we're doing?
We're going to get a hotel room in Orlando in December, like one of the weekends in December, and be there Saturday and Sunday. We're gonna go to the Gaylord Palm.
Yeah, the ice thing.
The ice,
which
and then
we've made it a
Oh.
thing for us each year. We've gone for the last couple of years.
I love it. Yeah, we have taken Tyler the past couple of years, and we're gonna go do the ice walkthrough. They have a I Love Christmas Movies display that you get to walk through. It's like all these sets from popular Christmas movies, like Elf. They have Tyler is big enough to do the ice sledding this year, so you can go down.
So you can go do the big kid slide.
Yeah. He can't go without us, but that's totally fine because I want to do it too.
So it's really not for Tyler. It's really for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything Christmas is for us, and we just hope that we immerse Tyler in our Christmas culture so much that he loves it as much as we do.
We shall Christamize him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
So I want to do the Hallmark thing, minus the falling in love part, because I want to do that on my own terms. But I want to go to somewhere in the Northeast.
I just thought that.
have snow and go on a sleigh ride. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my big thing. Is I've always wanted to go on a one-horse open sleigh.
Exactly. Yeah. And then cozy
I
up
want
with
to
a
go dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Yeah.
What I want to do.
and then cozy up next to the fire with a hot cocoa or Irish coffee or something, and just
probably just
by the
turn
fire.
on the air really low in the house around Christmas time and snuggle up.
She's
I
forcing
see
you into this,
nothing
isn't she?
wrong with that.
I'm like,
We do
why
have
can't we
matching
just
Christmas
turn down the
pajamas.
air all the other
And-
time? Because I'm totally down with it being like 70 every night, and instead it's at 74. And I'm like, go down.
We can't. So, and another thing that ruined today was I thought, Tyler was going to be at school and we were going to have our anniversary day and we have cute matching Christmas pajamas. Tyler is not excited about wearing his.
Oh, I thought.
I'm excited about wearing mine. I wanted to wear my pajamas for part of the day today. And no.
Like, if she thought I was wearing pajamas to go to Hobby Lobby, this is crazy.
I could have worn pajamas today, but it just wasn't a happy, fun-loving kind of day.
Well, you guys are allowed to have a reboot tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am.
JP's gonna be here at 9 o'clock.
They'll be gone by 11.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So I think I love all of our family time. That's one of my absolute favorite things is that we get to spend a lot of family time together. But I really, really enjoy decorating the house with lights. And I'm trying to work really hard to make enough room in the office room to set up my light controller to get programming for that. So that is something that I'm really hoping I'm able to accomplish this year.
You've been talking about that.
I'm okay if we just get the projector on that window going.
I know, but I have a 16-channel.
I want to do the Santa in the window.
I have a 16-channel light controller that was bought for me as an anniversary gift that has not been put to use yet. I put it all together, but I have not tried to program a song or any lights. I'm really, really hoping that I can make the time for that. It's really interesting. And then one of the other things that we always do is on Christmas Eve, we go to Brandon with my mom and my stepdad, the Murray side of the family, which we absolutely love. And we go to the Christmas house that's over there it's on the same road as the library in Riverview. And this guy does a full walkthrough.
It's crazy. And they
all
do
the way
like
around the exterior of his house. And then
they have some new stuff, but it's a lot of like plastic.
A lot of classic
like blow molds.
All the blow molds and just amazing. The guy has one of those
full size like RV
it's
shed,
like what you would think
just
is
for Christmas.
what you would think is probably a 10-car garage in his backyard, is just for his Christmas decorations. So
and the inside
crazy.
of his house, like they block off the whole like dining room for Christmas decorations.
Yeah,
like they just go all out in their dining room.
The whole thing's amazing.
It's
So
insane.
if you guys don't have anything to do on Christmas Eve, you would be more than welcome.
Oh, so, I mean, I would be interested in joining, but in the Latino culture, you celebrate more the 24th than the 25th.
I know.
And, and apparently the neighbors get upset because we're up all late night drinking, singing.
And I don't have a
Darn white people.
He's not here. He left.
Yeah, and Christmas Eve this year is on a Thursday, so Christmas Day is Friday,
Ooh.
and then there's Saturday, Sunday that you get off as well.
Yeah,
so,
and that means automatically 31st is going to be also on a Friday.
Thursday.
A Thursday. I'm sorry.
It's a Thursday to a Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So most people get off January 1st, so you'll have off January 1st, which is a Friday, and it's a Saturday and Sunday as well. So that's
nice. 5-day weekend.
Yeah.
May as well.
Why not?
Right.
Most people take off like the half day on Christmas Eve.
I haven't been eyeballing the chat. I know you guys have.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We're keeping up with everybody. So thank you everybody jumping in. So yeah, you've already had your Aunt Diane and Tony and some others saying happy anniversary to you guys. So
thank you guys.
That's awesome. So thank you all. I know it has nothing to do with frickin' myself, but we still love you for it. So, well, shall we keep moving forward now a little bit?
Let's keep going. We don't need to. We're making, we're on decent time, and no sense to stop. And
let's do this.
I did not have any trending topics.
We could pretty much. We could.
Well, I mean, we've already been talking about some topics already. I think let's just kind of jump into some items.
I like Wax. One of his the hole-in-one.
I saw the video. That was amazing.
For those that didn't see, at the Masters golf tournament, John Ram incredibly skips the ball over the water and lands it in the hole.
It almost looks doctored
for a hole-in-one at the Masters. So
seriously, no, I watched the video. It looks doctored. I thought somebody like
we watched it live. There, like we had.
It looked fake. It looked fake.
I say live, but I mean it was immediately after it happened that cut.
The replay.
I just threw the video up in chat for anybody who wants to.
Yeah, I keep looking at it going like, that just looks so fake. I mean, how can it do that? How can it just go like that? And now people forget though, when you're playing those golf courses, those greens, I mean, they are super smooth, super fast. They're cut in a certain fashion. They use a certain type of grass, that is specific for the greens, for the roughs, seriously. Yeah, it's down to a T kind of scenario. So that's why those greens are just so smooth, so fast. That's why you can have somebody at the very end slightly tap and just runs right across. But I mean, seriously, I looked at the video. It looks fake. It's. I thought I was like, he's messing with me. I'm like, no. I looked at the source. I'm like, oh my god, this is real.
Yep.
And
it's real.
So please, click on the link, watch the video.
It skipped across water.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay, I've had 2 hole-in-ones before in my life. So I'm very proud of that as a golfer, but never as awesome as that. Like that is just 1 in a million. Actually, if that's 1 in a billion. Seriously. So I'm sorry. I'm still so excited about it. I'm like, oh my god. Anyways, so thank you, Patty, for bringing that one up.
I think in our local stuff, SantaCon's coming back.
Yeah, I did see that.
December 12th, starting at Swan Brewing, or you can start wherever you want and go wherever you want. There's certain bars that are participating, and you just get checked off at each location from your bartender, and then at the end you turn in whatever bar that you want to finish at. You turn in your map, and then you get entered into a drawing to win a gift card, I think, to one of the businesses.
So for those interested, that is downtown Lakeland. For those that are interested, that's downtown Lakeland, SantaCon. It's not sponsored by a SantaCon leader. So to speak.
There's no
Mikey Mike's not taking the reins this year.
There's no committee right now for it. It's just kind of like people are just saying we want to do this.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's on December 12th. We are, but I hope that everybody goes and has fun. Yeah.
My kids are stoked that the food truck rally is coming back.
Yeah.
Nice.
My kids love the food truck rally.
Yes. Yeah.
I wanted to love it, but I can eat.
I know, but seeing my kids, they're like, oh.
Yes. Wack used to love going. I would tag along. All of our friends got to eat yummy food. Kind of heartbreaking.
And then your other one there, Frick, was awesome too.
40th anniversary of Snowfest, Walk in the Snow.
Yeah. Yep. Always fun. Always fun there.
Yeah, I think they're doing it the Lake Mirror Promenade this year.
Good news story from Florida. Florida man. Good news, Florida man. Chris Nickick had made history as the first person with Down syndrome to complete an Ironman triathlon.
I saw that.
21-year-old has the world record under his belt. He swam 2.4 miles, cycled 112 miles. Good God, I'm tired already. And ran 26.2 mile marathon, all within 17 hours and under the 14-minute official cut.
That is amazing.
Absolutely incredible story. I will never be able to do that.
Don't say never.
No,
never.
I will never be able to do that. So, yeah, so it's a lot. I can see my brother. I could see Justin eventually doing it. Maybe
112 miles. Like I remember when our buddy Chris Hess, like he did 100-mile cycling, and he was super into cycling. Like they did. I don't even know. Like it was common occurrence for them just to go on like a 40-50 mile bike ride. And when he did the 100 miles, he was like, that was intense.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So
incredible. Very happy to see it. Very cool.
Swimming 2.5 miles and running a marathon on top of all that.
Yeah, it's I'm still proud that I'm running at under 10.
Right. 110-minute mile.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, under 10. I'm actually really proud
of that. Cool story. November 23rd through April 11th, and this is something I would like to go do.
It looks pretty cool.
Van Gogh's Otherworldly Immersive exhibit is opening at the Dali Museum in St. Pete. Over 3,000 pieces, and from the photos that I saw, they're all floor to almost ceiling, or at least 10 or 15-foot pieces. Absolutely huge, and it looks like it's going to be really, really cool.
Crazy art.
So I'm, I hope that people get to go check that out. But again, that's going to be November 23rd is it open, so in the next weeks, and it's going to run till April 11th in 2020. So we have 2021. So plenty of time to go, but it looked really, really cool, and it's over there at St. Pete at the Dali Museum.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
3,000 floors. Yeah, I love when they do this. I remember even when the Dali had his regular stuff being set up there, and it's amazing just getting to see the art, but not just seeing like the picture itself, but just seeing like blown up and getting to have that experience, and that's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It looks like it's going to be pretty nuts. So.
All right.
Anywho.
History.
Since we did them, do we want to do this day?
All right. So, by the way, I still haven't done the shots yet. Nobody's really responded on chat about that.
Shot.
I'll drink.
All right. So, let me see here real quick.
Yep, still waiting. You're still typing.
Yeah. You know what? Suck it. All right. So apparently nobody got into the option then. I'm going to try to do, let's see, in the next half hour-ish or so, I'll try to do 3 shots.
Great.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Go downhill from here, everybody. Good to see you.
You're going to find me just...
If you pour in shatter, pass out.
Oh my goodness. All right, so this week in history?
Yeah.
So 2 things that are fun for Erica in 1940. Cheers.
Whoa, come on.
Oh, shut up. Name? Start off with a bang there, buddy. All right, 1940, the prototype for the Jeep featuring the 4-wheel drive was created, and also the Walt Disney released its Fantasia.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
You okay, bud?
All right, Frack, tell us about your this day in history for this week.
But it's like,
or I can.
We're about
you
cheating
can do
again.
yours because he apparently doesn't know how to do shots.
Yeah. So November 8th, 1895.
Who is?
You're gonna do 3 of those in 30 minutes?
God, I hate my life.
Why?
I want to get some
You don't
ice.
have to hurt yourself.
Oh, we should have started that way. Who is?
Yes. Okay. Let me finish this. It's painful.
What is November 8th?
What
Okay,
was
so-
November 8th,
Yeah.
1895?
That sounds like a good book. So what was November 8th, 1895? X-rays, or electromagnetic rays, were discovered by Wilhelm Röntgen. Röntgen, at the University of Würzburg in Germany.
Rumpkin.
It was not Wilhelm, it's Wilhelm. So in the proper German language.
Yeah.
And in November 13th of 1956, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that racial segregation on public buses was unconstitutional. Boom. Fair service.
All right. In 2001, I married Wes.
You said it so nonchalantly. Yeah, I married this guy.
2011. Sorry. And then.
Typical married couple doesn't know when the hell he got married.
You know, it was someday. One of those days. November 9th, 1965 at 5:16 p.m., the Great Blackout of the Northeast. And it all came from a tripped circuit breaker at a power plant on the Niagara River, caused a chain reaction that knocked out all the interconnected power companies down the East Coast. The blackout affected over 30 million people, which it's 1965, so over 30 million people, which was 1/6 of the entire U.S. population. That was just the U.S. side. Since it was sparked from Niagara, it also affected Canada and Ontario and Quebec.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's a blackout right there.
That's insane. You know, like normally, like your neighborhood loses power, or if you go through like we're used to having.
Yeah, no,
tropical storms,
7,000 people are without power.
You know,
Yeah.
like, oh, all of Central Florida lost power, or all of Miami lost
30
power.
million people.
1/6 of the U.S., like, you know, the entire East Coast lost power.
Good gosh.
Like, it's insane. So yeah. And then on November 9th, 1989, the Berlin Wall was opened up after standing for 28 years. It was built in 1961 and was almost 28 miles.
Can I make a quick note about your wedding?
Yeah.
I still remember there was since it was there next to the lake, I remember one guy who was sitting there with that sign because people were doing protests about something. I forget what it was. But the guy was sitting there going like, is this where we're meeting? I'm like, no, we're all in suits and dresses. Can you not see? Obviously,
I missed that apparently.
There were protests back then?
Yeah, no, I forget what it was. It was something with the local in the city or whatever, and people were protesting, and they were doing
Google
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyways, some guy it was an older gentleman, you know, because he saw people getting. Is this where the meeting's happening? I'm like, no, sir, this is a wedding. Oh, okay, but is this where people are meeting? Like, did you not hear me the first time?
It's probably Brooke's dad.
And drink.
Supposed to be?
Drink.
Just kidding, guys. In 1990, Home Alone, written by John Hughes, starring Macaulay Culkin, had its world premiere. And
They shot the movie in a gym.
And since then has always been a
must-watch Christmas.
Must-watch, blockbuster-breaking Christmas movie. So
yeah,
pretty incredible.
I mean, we know we have to watch all the Christmas.
Absolutely,
but
we already started.
There are certain ones that like you have to watch, like Elf, the Santa Claus.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
All the
You can't
Home
just
Alone.
watch. You can't just
Die
watch
Hard.
one.
Die Hard.
Yep. Yeah, I have taken that one in adapt. You know,
Even though Bruce Willis himself said it's not a Christmas movie, I think he's still wrong.
He's wrong. That's
yeah, obviously.
Not about Christmas, but I have to say Christmas. It's like Iron Man, No.
Okay, Frick, you look like you want to say something.
Well, I was just going to say what the protest, I think, was about.
Yeah, please.
The educational sick out is what they called it, like sick days, calling out sick. I think that's what.
Oh, okay.
And then in 1969,
Just right to the next.
Sesame Street debuted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was on the National Education Television Network, which later became PBS. Pretty cool.
And Reading Rainbow. And what's his name? Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Reading Rainbow guy is gonna do the new Jeopardy.
LeVar.
Gonna do the new Jeopardy?
It was being talked about.
What's his name?
I was
LeVar.
like, they couldn't find anyone to replace Alex Trebek.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, that would be pretty cool though.
Onward we go to the man of the night.
LeVar Burton. There we go.
The great lead-in.
The man of the night. Onward we go.
Yeah. So
I decided to bring back the celebrity focus for this week because we did lose a very great man, and I wanted everybody to kind of come up with their own 2 little facts, and then I have a little outro thing that we can click in there just to kind of play.
Yeah. Also, I wish we could have done this actually last week for Sean Connery himself too. So.
Me too. Yep, would have been great, but we can do another focus.
In one meme that I do love.
Because it's all of us. It's not just one person.
Oh yeah, and now one meme that I do love that I've seen lately is because people who have watched the Celebrity Jeopardy from Saturday Night Live, there's always been that Alex Trebek, Sean Connery thing. So where Sean Connery even beat him first to heaven, I was like, oh man, come on, don't you're breaking my heart here. Come on, man. And if somebody just puts a suck at Trebek, I'm like, oh god. Even though I have that shirt, I should have worn that shirt tonight. No, I shouldn't have. I'm getting so sad.
Apparently, me and Wack were the only ones that obeyed the rules tonight.
Yeah. We're
apparently,
white.
We didn't get the gray memo.
I didn't get the gray memo.
I don't have white people.
You are a white people.
How about we say that on Tuesdays? Anyways, get into the questions or get into your topic. Let's go.
Yeah, my shirt, my white one was dirty. Sorry. All right, go for it.
2014, Guinness announces that Trebek held the world record for the most episodes of a game show hosted by the same presenter, with at the time was 6,829 episodes.
Jeez, I wonder how many they closed out with, because now you're talking 6 years later. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Also in 2014, after a 13-year hiatus, the Trebek mustache returns. So he said, I quote, "In 2001, I shaved my mustache on a whim." This was to People magazine. This year, I had a 2.5-month period where we were not taping a show, so I grew it back on another whim. I like to keep my life simple. Like, I can hear him saying that.
Yeah.
In his voice, which is so soothing. Yeah. I wish he would have done like a
ebooks or
no, not even ebooks, like a meditation kind of walkthrough. Like, tonight we're gonna take a journey. All right, so my 2 facts. In 2005, Trebek had everyone talking when he briefly appeared wearing no pants. This became the famous Jeopardy no pants episode. So, and it actually went further to say that he actually got upset because the contestants did not follow through with it. So he called them out on the show. So, yeah. And also, my second fact is Trebek once caught a burglar trying to rob his hotel room. And he chased the burglar away, but ended up tearing his Achilles tendon. But he did catch him. So, yeah. And apparently he kind of did some damage to him because he caught him, chased him down and tackled him.
Tear your Achilles, I can imagine.
Exactly. But I'm just thinking wait, host and a badass? My man. Hell yeah. It's like, I got knowledge and I know martial arts. All right, Patty.
All right. He was a 7-time Emmy winner.
Wow.
I have 3, but he had 3 children, but most people only think that he had 2 children because he has 2 biological children and he has 1 adopted daughter from his first marriage. His first wife had a child before they met. He ended up adopting her during their marriage. And then when he divorced and got remarried, he had 2 biological children after that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Take it to the head, dude.
Actually, my uncle, my cousin who was on several episodes back, she actually, her parents, they had a first child, then they adopted a second one, and then they had her. So it's cool, like doing that, taking somebody in and, out of pure love. So, oh God, this is all for y'all. Not you 3 here, but y'all.
All right. And then in 1996, he ran the Olympic torch in Jacksonville, Florida, which was part of its journey to Atlanta for the Atlanta Olympics in 1996. And he became I didn't know this. Apparently, this was part of it. He became a naturalized citizen of the United States in 1998. He was originally from Canada.
So Canada, it gives us a sexy factory of Ryans and Alex Trebek.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, he took a second shot while you were just. He's
Tony's making fun of me.
So I didn't write one of these down, but I remember seeing an interview. It was a while back when he was going through all of the treatments and everything that he was going through, and they had said, why don't you not do Jeopardy and just take some time off and make sure you do everything you need to do for your health and don't worry about Jeopardy. And he absolutely kind of tossed that aside and said, no, I've been doing it for so long, I can't imagine not doing it. And all of the people that I work with, all of the people that watch the show, all of the contestants and everything, I feel like I owe it to them to give them my best because they've given me their best for the for that many years. So I think that's just absolutely incredible when somebody is going through this fight and knowing that they're not going to make it, to still just give every bit of their life into just being surrounded by those that love him and those that he loves. So
that was just like what was his name? Chadwick Boseman?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody knew all through Black Panther.
Yeah.
That he was going through all of that. You never knew. He was visiting children's hospitals and things like that, doing all of that charity work and everything, and you never.
Those kind of things want to make me cry, and I don't know if it's that amazing. Or the rum.
It's the rum.
It's both. So then, as it wrapped up, executive producer Mike Richards came on and said that came on the other night, the night of his passing, when Jeopardy was on, and he said that Trebek taped his final episodes less than 2 weeks ago, beginning Monday, which is this past Monday. Those last shows posted by Trebek are set to air through the 25th. It was like 35 episodes or 45 episodes.
Knowing that you're that sick and just still, oh man.
Went all the way through.
That's what's hitting me right now. I'm going like, that is, I mean, not only just the professionalism for his career and things like, because I mean, who gives two dams? It's the fact that he understands that it's beyond, I think most any individual right now who's between the age of like 25 to 80 knows who Alex Trebek is. Right. And he understands that, or he understood that. Sorry. So fresh. Very cool
that it will be basically it'll be airing on through the 25th. And when you start to see some of the answers that come up, it's gonna crush you on the answers that they don't know stuff. They just write stuff. Is thank yous to Trebek, and I think it's amazing. And
the one guy who made where you see him like choke up.
Yeah.
I choke up. We love you.
We love you, Trebek. Yeah.
Oh, just thinking about it right now. Just
anywho. That video. Frick, I think I saw you click in there and grab it. If you did. No, if not, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab the video and put it in there, so everybody that wants to see the video of that night is welcome to give it a watch. But there it is. It's up in chat now.
Yeah,
and
Tony, by the way, I've only got one more shot left, not two, okay? Nay. Nobody jumped in. I'm only doing every 10 minutes, and we're almost close to close time here, so...
Unless Tony's jumping in right there, and then in that case, you in trouble, because you got 20 minutes left.
Come on, Tony.
By the way, where's our shirts? Anyways.
All right, 2 truths and a lie. Closing out the night with some fun. Closing out the night with some fun.
All right, I got 3 minutes on my next shot. Oh,
why do you do this to yourself? It doesn't make any sense.
Don't get me wrong, I am a masochist, but at the same time, I'm a dumb masochist.
Frick, 2 truths and a lie. Give them.
All right, so I'm going to show my Yankee roots here. I love Michigan grass between my toes.
Hell, you do.
My favorite plant is the bleeding heart. My favorite flower is an orchid.
You don't fucking like no grass between your toes.
I know. I was like,
all right, the F-bomb finally dropped. All right, here we go. and it wasn't the guy taking the rum shots.
I'm going with grass because you don't like sand. You don't like
You don't like sunlight, so yeah, I'm going with grass too.
You don't like sunlight.
You don't like
Where
anything
is
outside.
Yeah, nothing outside. Look how white you are.
Okay, so all of you are wrong. I love Michigan grass because Michigan is overcast and there's never any freaking sun. My favorite flower is a tulip.
Oh, I have a joke about that.
Tulips.
Speaking of tulips,
I have a job for you planting tulips.
Right. Hey, Kevin, please don't kill us.
I'm waiting for the text.
What the white boy say? Which one?
Get him.
But you know what, Big K? You know we always love you and respect you because you might kill us.
Especially because you're short enough that you get to walk up and just motorboat into it.
So basically, what Big K, what we're saying is that we're just jealous of you.
Yes.
Really, that's what it is.
I mean, I got my own.
All right. So, okay, I don't know why this is ocean related for me, but for mine. So my 3 items are: I once punched a shark, I once stepped on a stingray, and I once had a fish jump at me.
I'm gonna go with you didn't punch a shark.
Yeah, I think you've done not this one, but I think you had something about punching a shark in there before, and it was. I'm gonna go with that one.
I'm going with the stingray.
Okay. It was
Pretty
actually.
sure I saw the fish jump at you.
Yeah, it was actually the shark. Yeah, I've punched a seagull as prior. Yeah, but I did step on a stingray by one time, and I did not actually hit me or barb poison me, whatever.
You got lucky.
Very stingray shuffle.
I had to pee on you.
Yeah.
That's a jellyfish.
I'm just glad you didn't do it to me when that.
I would have peed on him for a stingray too. Just
because.
What are you doing? I think this helps.
Is it working or not?
I'm just glad you didn't pee on me when you buried me under the sand. But anyways.
No, he just placed chips up your body.
Oh, God. Okay. For those who don't know, yeah. So when they buried me up to my neck in sand, which I allowed myself because I'm dumb. Yeah. So they placed Doritos all around my head, and I was getting swarmed. I'm talking swarmed by seagulls, or better known as Stevens. Yeah. But anyways, no. So I did not punch a shark. I've only swam by them.
All right. Mine are, I had an Elf lunchbox in elementary school.
Yep.
I went to the skating rink almost every weekend in middle school. And then I was in tumbling until I was 20 years old. And for those who don't know, tumbling is a type of gymnastics.
She wanted an Elf lunchbox. Their dad never bought it. I don't know. Tough ones.
Oh, that's
See, Frick and myself, we don't mind. We don't know these because, hey, it's our friend. But Wack.
Now, here's the thing. Like, I didn't know her when she was a kid. But I would, middle school, almost everybody I know went to the skating rink every weekend. That was what you did. Not you. You don't people.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't like it. The skating rink with 75 people in it. I ain't going there.
Good God, hold on.
I'm gonna say the tumbling to 20. I have a feeling it was to 18.
Yep, that's where I'm at. Because
okay. Yeah, I didn't see the number because rum.
Yep.
And math.
Yeah, I'm with that one till 20.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'll say I'll go with 20 years. Yeah.
It did not. I was in tumbling until I was 20. It was. I did not have an Alf lunchbox. My stepbrother had an Alf lunchbox, and I wanted that freaking lunchbox.
Dang it, I was right.
You were right.
I hit the camera so hard it shifted.
And I couldn't trade him lunchboxes because I had a Barbie lunchbox.
And I hate myself because I was going to say that one. I'm like, no, it can't be.
On days that he had when he decided he wanted school lunch, I think I talked him into using his lunchbox one time.
Oh wow!
I remember actually having the thermos, and it was like it was from Transformers. Yeah. Okay, so for those who don't know, a thermos, you see, it's a little plastic container. You unscrew at the top, use it as a drink.
Yeah, they still use those. Tyler's
got a thermos.
Oh, really?
It's not the 80s style thermos.
Yeah.
But
we use it for a warm lunch.
I seriously get flashback when I use a thermos. I'm like, oh my god, it's still a thing. Anyways,
all right.
So Wack.
I was a multi-store manager for Hickory Farms. I was once a music major at USF. Or I was once a manager at Rio Bravo in Tampa.
I'm going to go with Hickory Farms.
What's Rio Bravo?
Mexican restaurant.
Only because you said multi-store. I'm going with Hickory Farms because I can see you a manager for restaurant.
Oh no! Wait! No, hold on. Rio Bravo. Oh no! I'm still going with the Hickory Farms. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to go with...
What is Hickory Farms?
There you go.
I'm going to go, I was a music major at USF.
Bravo to you.
Oh, of course the wife knows.
I was not a music major. I was a computer science major.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, I was a computer
nerds.
science major, and because I wanted to build technology and build computers and advance even more into that. And I was also looking into marine biology was another one because I wanted to work with dolphins. So that was another one. I actually wanted to work at SeaWorld to be a dolphin trainer. You had to have a marine biology degree. But yes, I was a multi-store manager for Hickory Farms. I had West Shore? Is it West Shore Mall? What's the one out in Tampa?
Yeah.
I had Citrus and then I had Citrus and West Shore were my two stores. West Shore was my main store, and then Citrus, the manager ended up quitting, and I ended up taking that one over. And I employed all of my band friends.
Really?
gave them all jobs. Yeah, all the most of the baritone section at USF worked for Hickory Farms. Because I gave them all jobs because I understood.
Looking for that.
I understood their schedules.
Yeah.
They were home. They were here for school and everything like that. The ones that stayed were able to pick up shifts throughout the couple weeks of Christmas, and the ones that went home, at least before the holidays, they got a couple weeks of work in and made extra money. And I was able to work around everybody's classes, and everybody understood. Do not screw me over. You need to show up for your shifts because such and such has to be at class. So don't be late. And I ran a tight shift, and I ran two stores.
And it's cool. And it's cool of you because you understood what they were looking for as far as a company and what they needed as well, and what the students' needs were too. Yeah.
Mind you, I was 18 years old all the way till I was 20. I worked Hickory Farms seasonal, but 18 and 19 is when I was managing stores, and then
we just did setups.
Yeah, and then we just did setups after that once I moved to Lakeland. But then I was once a manager at Rio Bravo in Tampa. I worked at Rio Bravo all through college. I was a server at Rio Bravo. So when it wasn't Hickory Farm season, I was. Yeah, he gone. It's done.
So, Frack, I know you went and saw our buddy Leah.
Leah.
Brit Bay.
Yeah, I need to see your fingers.
Yeah, because Listen, all the technology in the world, and you take a blurry, crappy photo.
It wasn't blurry.
It was a blurry, crappy photo.
So if you see it in person, she put designs on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
We don't have. You need to get an Apple phone so you can take a good photo.
Oh. Fucking social media needs to stop compressing photos. It looks great on my phone.
But it is.
Oh, I didn't see the.
Yeah, she posted a photo. It's all blurry. It didn't showcase the work.
As much time as I spend on social media, it's usually for clients.
Yeah, exactly. Especially lately, good Lord, I don't even want to be on.
Anti social media. I mean, I get the first couple stories if you're not the first couple ones.
So we'll do the you decide bracket next week. That way we can watch all the trailers.
And by the way, Tony, I ain't tapping out until after I'm done with the show. I'll be like, oh my god.
I ain't no.
I have stuff on it.
I'm no rookie. This is my first rodeo, but I wonder, when was the first rodeo? Oh, that's a lot of typing. That's really quick.
Yeah.
July 4th, 1869.
Is the first rodeo? What? Another shot? What?
Tony said one more shot.
Well, no, I have to wait 2 more minutes until the 23.
Yeah, you have one.
That's my last shot. That's my last shot. Seriously, that's my last shot.
I don't know why you do that.
Because I love you all. I think.
So lunch tomorrow? Sushi?
If you wake me up in time, yeah, sure.
What time do I have to wake you up?
Yeah, at least like 10.
So when my alarm goes off.
No, Siri, stop.
You guys want to do lunch at
Siri, no,
11?
Siri. Okay, sorry. I'm fighting with my watch. All right, so we're not doing the you decides, right?
I have a call. 10:32.
So apparently, everybody, we're figuring out if tomorrow we're doing lunch or sushi or what.
Yeah, I was like, we're just gonna make our personal plans right here.
Yeah, exactly. So you can just watch us work here. But seriously, Tony, yes, I'm going there. Just give me like 2 minutes, 1 minute. Oh God, time flies. Seriously. But anyways, yeah. So we do everybody who's jumping in on chat. Thank you all so much. We have so much fun with you all. Again, this is enjoyable. We will bring it hopefully in the near future, where it's going to be actually at and the original idea was at Paddy and Wack's place, like we did a show a while back, and it's more fun that way. You see us interact a lot more. You see me
buy a couple more of these mics, and we can.
Yeah, I know exactly.
For real.
Right. So again, we're getting there, but again, not only are we doing this for you all because we love you all, and trust me, we feed off this, but at the same time, it's really more for us because we're trying not to go insane like the rest of you. But no, again, this is an idea we've had for a long time. So we thank you all for always jumping in. So like, share, follow, don't stalk. Creepy. Anyways.
Rick, you want to
if you want to.
Rick, you want to talk about your world?
Couple
seconds.
We all utilize apps, as you well know, especially for food and deliveries and whatnot. I remember years ago when Pizza Hut first came out with online ordering, I made a suggestion to them to have it scheduled. So if I'm home, I can schedule a pizza to be delivered at 5 o'clock when my kids were coming home before I got there. Okay. So anyways, Uber is finally catching up and allowing people to schedule their pickups as far as going to work or whatever, and they're allowing it out to 30 days. So I thought that was pretty good.
That's good.
That's new in tech today.
I'm going last. You guys go.
Oh boy, it'll never end.
Did you
All right.
Not really, kind of. Do you know? Okay. So obviously we are always on the hunt for more restaurants to put into our quick order system. That's QIKORDER, quick order. So that is our custom solution for that. And we are coming out with a custom solution for a scheduling app as well that we'll be putting to use for a lot of our clients. And one of the biggest things right now is making, like I said, planning for the new year. Business planning for the new year should be going on right now. You should be looking at your budgets and then go with us and get on a call with us and figure things out. If you are a DIYer, if you want to do your marketing yourself and you want to run your Facebook ads, you want to run your Google ads, you want to do this and that, get with us. Let us coach you. We will do coaching sessions, training sessions, webinars, whatever we need to take to teach you how to do it yourself properly.
And not just trying to make a buck off you.
And exactly. The reason I say that is one of our current clients is always interested in doing it themselves, but they're not a current client, they're friends of ours. They paused their marketing for a little while to get through the holidays with all the crap that was going on, got hit up by some random person on Instagram who invited them to a webinar and basically is trying to sell them on using that service. That company does not care about them. They're just going to try and sell them and then upsell them and upsell them. And that's not what we do. I want to guide my friends and my family and my clients that want to do it on their own and don't want to spend the extra money for us to manage it. I want you to do it right so you're not wasting money, because I want you to have a business tomorrow.
Can I simplify it for you?
Yeah.
You want to help educate them to make them better.
Yes. Yes.
And has proven that during this pandemic.
Yeah. And that's, that's
the statistics can show it. And FML.
Our service that we offer and we manage brings leads and generates money and makes a lot of money for people. It really, really does. If somebody wants to remove us from the management side, I will do all I can to help them, but they should also know that they should focus on what they do best and let us focus on what we do best. And but whatever. TBA marketing. Hit us up if you need us.
Yep. And they've got a beautiful.
Is this a new quote, or did we say this one last week?
Wait, we're not done yet. I gotta get to my hold on.
I deleted the one that I did.
I have a quote.
All right. Okay, real quick. From my end, I'll keep it very short and simple, I promise. Policy holders and policy owners are not the same thing when it comes to the world of insurance. So if you're the policy owner, you get to control everything in your policy. So whether it's your business, your own insurance policy, car, auto, home, jet ski, whatever it is. Again, if you're the policy owner, you're the one who controls everything. Policy holder, you may be perhaps part of it, but if your name is there and not as the owner, you can't make any changes. So make sure that whenever you're getting something done, that you have access. So even if you're not the policy owner, you're just the holder, make sure you have some accessibility of some sort. Because if you try to change something, if your spouse or if your X, Y, and Z business partner is the one holding on to that, you want to be sure that you have access. So again, friendly reminder. Those small details are sometimes what makes a lot of difference. So there you go.
100%.
And if you need help with that, right here, the guy who does
shots
and can hold his own until the show is done, at least.
Yeah. Boy.
Y'all love me, girls. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Yeah. Ready for the quote?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right. Quote for the night is from none other than Mr. Alex Trebek.
There we go.
Don't minimize the importance of luck in determining life's course.
If I cry, you know why.
It's okay to get lucky.
Bye,
With that, we're out.
All right, good night, everybody. We love y'all. Hanging out. Take care.
Thank you for all the anniversary shout outs.